Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Good afternoon to you and yours. It is the End of the Bench. Excuse me. Let's try that again, because this is most definitely not the afternoon. It is definitely good morning to you and yours. This is the End of the Bench on 100.7 The Score, TSportsNetwork.com, and the 100.7 The Score mobile app, taking your thoughts and conversations on the Yates Flooring Center chat line, TSportsNetwork.com, or that mobile app, which you can get for absolutely free wherever your apps are downloadable from. We would not charge you for an app. That would feel ridiculous. Because, you know, when was the last time you bought an app, David Collier?
Oh, my goodness. To be quite honest with you, I don't remember the last time. If I'll download an app and then it says, hey, you have all these add-ons. And I'm like, nope. If the free version doesn't work, like there's like a picture one that always constantly after you like try to make a collage or whatever, it will ask you to pay for something. And I'm like, is it making me or trying to fool me into paying something? And I just want to download it every single time or delete it every single time because I feel like it's one of these times I'm going to accidentally purchase something.
Click OK.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, I got you.
But no, I couldn't tell you the last time. It was a game of some sort, I'm sure.
I have never spent money on an app. I should say this. I've never spent my own money on an app. I got a gift card from the App Store. Yeah. Because I'd done something or had an account for long enough or whatever it was. Yeah. And they were trying to encourage me. And it was for $5, and the app I purchased was for $2.99.
Oh, I don't think I've never spent that much money. Maybe for like 99 cents for an app.
It was a gift card, yeah. And it was no money out of my pocket.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, sure. And then I used that app for about 6 months. And then it was no longer usable. So I was out. Nothing, and I still think I have $1.99 somewhere on a gift card that I have to figure out. Yeah. That's David Collier, Lucas White across the way, Slide and Slides. Lucas, have you ever paid for an app?
No, but like David, if there's an in-app purchase, I will. I have monthly subscriptions to a couple audio apps that I use, but
yeah. I would put that as a different category. If you have a subscription service and they have an app, that's different.
Yeah, but I have not bought an app just straight out of the App Store.
There are like not card grading apps, but there are apps where you can take pictures of your sports cards and it gives you like
the estimated value.
Yeah, and they're like 20. You get like 20 pictures that you can take, and after that you have to pay for them. So get those 20 pictures.
Yeah.
Send it on its way after that.
Absolutely. I guess tell us what those last app you downloaded was, or that you paid for was, while we are not charging you for hours off of wherever your app stores are available. Rangers and White Sox tonight in Chicago at 6 o'clock, 6:30 first pitch. No Davis Martin for the White Sox in this series for the Rangers. He is dealing with a blister on his finger, and that's kind of what led to his last outing, where he zoinked in a way one pitch, and then hey yo on a second pitch that actually spun the helmet around of the batter, and it brought up a pretty big brouhaha.
He got ejected for that.
He got to hibbity-hoed, and he has been out since then. I think the White Sox have their rotation set until the end of the month at this point with regards to how they're lining people up. The next open spot, I want to say, is like the 31st, but that's a guess at this point. So don't expect Davis Martin tonight, tomorrow, or Wednesday against the Rangers. Astros fall over the weekend 2-3. They are now tied with the Rangers for first place in the West. They've got tonight off before starting a series at New York. But none of that matters. Mr. David Collier, do you know why?
Why is that?
Tonight, we bring you the first edition of the High School Fan Zone.
Oh, boy, it's back.
Memorial, Cooper, Friendship, Liberty. All four coaches coming in tonight, starting at 6 o'clock. Each coach gets half an hour. We are doing 2 full hours of the High School Fan Zone now. And those guys will be talking about their teams, getting you guys ready for their season. And, by the way, Friendship takes on Cooper on Friday.
Yeah.
You'll hear that broadcast here with the Cooper call with Tommy Wood on the call at 6:30. Friendship and Cooper, if you want the Friendship Tiger call, it's over on Double T 97.3. And because they can't get enough Memorial and Liberty face-off, you'll hear the Memorial call over on Sunny 97.7 and the Liberty call on 93.1 Young Country. Dueling broadcasts galore. Rivalry weekend kicks off for the Friendships and the Coopers. You'll hear all four of those teams all season long on our Raymar family of networks. And next Saturday. That's right, next Saturday, Optimum Game Day Live, Tech taking on ACU. On a scale of 1 to 10, David, from a work standpoint, how ready are you for the season opener on September 5th? From a work standpoint. You don't want the answer to that. No, I do. Because it's two different answers. As the fan standpoint, I'm
that's
1,000%
completely different.
ready.
Yeah, as a college football fan, I'm excited for the start of college football. For a work standpoint, knowing how hot it's been, and I understand it's going to be a night kick, that doesn't matter.
Doesn't help.
It doesn't matter one bit. It's still going to be ridiculously hot. But I have a feeling, just if it's anything like last year, there'll probably be a lightning delay in there. So, which makes it even worse when it's at a primetime kick. So
yes, percentage-wise though, with the amount of work that you have to get done, where would you say you're at in that? I'm around 60% right now to be ready for the start of football season.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of the stuff that we have to do TV-wise, we can't do until the week of.
That's kind of where I'm at.
So it's basically at 0% for game week. We need all of the sound from the Monday and Tuesday press conferences, and then we have a bunch of segments we will tape. Well, not a bunch, but one, maybe two segments we'll tape for our pregame show that airs Saturday morning. And you can't really do a prediction segment with a air quote local celebrity. Whoever that might be. We always have random people on our show.
Lucas, you should get ready.
There you go.
Local celebrity, man.
Local celebrity. So we don't do that until the week of anyway, even though we probably could do this one. I think we all know how that one's going to be picked by most. And that's probably to try to figure out how to make that interesting this year is going to be a work in progress every week, considering everybody's going to pick Texas Tech to win every game.
What you should do, and this would take some work on your part, and I'm not trying to make you do extra work, but this could be the interesting part. You find the local celebrities that have a tie somehow to the other school.
That's a good
so
call.
You get, like, if you've got a coworker that went to Abilene Christian, they're good people. That doesn't mean they're but are you picking with your heart, or are you picking with the Red Raiders? Like, and that kind of maybe their daughter or son goes to the respective school, or their wife got a degree from, or husband, I should say, because women can pick games too.
Yeah.
I don't want to be sexist here. That it can go that way for how you attack it, and that be part of the fun of it. And they've got to wear the gear of the other school on the broadcast.
You know who I could get for the Oregon State game? We could get Adley Blacklock.
You could.
That sounds like a plan.
See?
There you go. Thank you very much.
David Collier
Look at that.
It is the end of the bench. Rob will be in shortly. Had a little delay this morning. Life happens, and we get it. David Collier, Lucas White, Jeff McGuire with you, taking you until Rob gets here, really. It's the end of the bench. 100.7, the score.
Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Gonna have a week.
We are going to have a
It's
week.
the final week without Texas Tech football.
Yeah.
We had a scrimmage over the weekend. We had more NFL preseason games over the weekend, which were very exciting. And it's time for a question of the day.
It is time for a question of the day. You know what this feels like? This feels like Saturday. We made the trip to Canyon for a cross-country meet, and we were watching our son obviously run, and he was running. They had like a relay. I knew they did it, but yeah. So they all ran like a mile and a half in this relay, but there were 4 legs, and on the first leg of the varsity boys relay, everybody's going and everything, And then there are these two guys that are just bringing up the rear, but they are flying. And I don't know exactly what happened, but I think they showed up late to the starting blocks, and the race had already started. So they were making up for lost time, and but they got there.
Yeah.
And just to let you know, one of the guys passed a ton of people on that lap. So it was very impressive. I'll just put it that way. That's not our question of the day.
I thought you were going to say it's like when you have an actor for a pilot and then
It changes.
and then the second or third show it's just
Wasn't Eric Stoltz just here? You're Michael J. Fox? I didn't.
Yeah. We filmed the whole. They filmed the whole movie, and now it's me on release. Anyways, we appreciate Jeff for filling in when he needs to.
Yeah. We got our Cowboys out of the way, so.
Yeah. All right, the question of the day, David Collier, if you're paying attention to NFL preseason football, which Red Raider has impressed you the most in preseason football?
Man, that's tough. Because the defensive guys are a little bit in small doses, right?
Yeah.
Like over the weekend, it's Skylar Gill-Howard, 1 tackle for loss, a strip sack. David Bailey, 1 sack. Lee Hunter, 1 tackle for loss. You know Lee Hunter's numbers aren't going to do that, and Skylar Gill-Howard's aren't. They're not going to get 6 tackles for loss in a game. But those are all each impressive. And to see how much they talked about Skylar Gill-Howard over the weekend, he was the pregame picture, rather, on the Detroit Lions social media, leading the team.
Yes.
That says a lot to me there, because somebody has to go, you know what? Nobody knows who that guy is.
And Dan Campbell has given him a nickname.
Dan Campbell gave him a nickname. He talked about him over the weekend, which is Sunbleach, which I thought the same thing. It's spread out all over his hair now, but I swear the first preseason game, it was just like a streak.
Yeah.
And it was just one. So
maybe it is. Maybe he's putting lemon juice in his hair and then going outside.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it is literally sun-bleached.
But all of those guys, very impressive, right?
Yeah.
But
Reggie Virgil the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, and he had 2 catches against the Cowboys.
Caleb Douglas had an incredible catch.
Yep. None of my favorites, though.
No, there's one that just absolutely stood out over the weekend.
Yeah, and
special teams guy.
The special teams guy. Who would have thought? If I would have told you Austin McNamara had 3 punts in a Jets game, you would have been like, okay, whatever. But that's not the guy that had 3 punts.
Yeah, the New England Patriots punter feels a little funny after his first couple of punts. So the New England Patriots, who don't have another punter on the roster in the preseason for sure. It's like, hey, Morton, you punted in high school, right? Which is like the Wes Welker thing.
Yeah.
Hey, you kicked extra points in high school. Can you kick extra points in a game? So they sent Baron Morton out there. He punts at 48 yards.
Yeah.
He had 3 punts, averaged 44.5, I think.
It's pretty impressive. And I've said this on this show before. I was a straggler when all of the media was doing interviews with a bunch of other players, because I was talking to Mike Smith for a story, and Barron was kind of straggling out there talking to people, and Pro Day was done.
Yeah.
For everybody except for Baron Morton, who went out and they announced in the indoor facility, hey, Baron Morton's punting out on the fields if you guys want to come out here. So
I guess Mike Smith went out there.
I guess Mike Smith, after the interview, went out there and figured it out and said, hey, just in case, you might. So, yeah, that was, I think, by far for me. Because we expected a lot of these other guys to do this stuff.
Oh, by the way.
Oh, he did other stuff, too?
Baron Morton was playing quarterback for most of the second half and led a game-winning drive.
Yeah.
And was accurate and on time for the rest of it.
And what I liked about the touchdown, too, is it wasn't like a 4-yard pass and the wide receiver did all the work.
Yeah.
Now the wide receiver certainly got open on the play.
Yeah. But he connected down the field. And he had a couple of good. It wasn't just that drive. He led another drive that led to a rushing touchdown. He was like 11 of 13. And looked really good.
He did have one pass that should have been intercepted.
Yes.
But
I think if I was ranking just the performances of this weekend,
I think Barrymore would be number one.
Mm-hmm.
Because of how Dan Campbell talks about Skylar Gill-Howard.
Yep.
Because when you get a rookie defensive tackle and you say, yeah, he's undersized, you think the next thing is like, I don't know if he can overcome what the NFL is going to be.
Yeah.
He's not big enough. Dan Campbell used it like a positive. He's like, yeah, he's undersized. He knows who he is, though. And he's tenacious.
Yeah.
And perseveres. And just gave a bunch of words that are just like, yeah, you want to hear those words. If you can name 5 words you want to hear about a football player, especially a defensive lineman, it's those 5 that Dan Campbell just said about Skylar Gill-Howard.
Yeah. No, that would certainly be the order for me. And obviously the circumstances and everything makes Morton one, being a 7th-round pick and everything, and the quirkiness of the performance.
Yeah.
But yeah, for everything involved with Skylar Gill-Howard this weekend, you're just like, you wish you would have had a full season of that guy.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I mean, but for, I liked him since media day. I mean, you were there for media day. He just stayed around and talked to everybody too. It wasn't I did my media availability and I'm out. He was hanging around talking to everybody afterwards, which, I mean, makes sense. It's like a born leader, a guy that obviously gets it, and Dan Campbell certainly has seen that in his brief time there.
When we saw Skylar Gill-Howard on his little scooter within weeks of the injury, giving pregame speeches in the middle of the field, and he continued to do that the rest of the year, he was a valuable piece of the team after his injury.
Yeah.
Now, the 5-for-5 was up in the air, and he could have returned.
Yeah.
The thought was at the time he would have needed legal help after the season. But it does feel, right, that generally when you have a one-season transfer and they get hurt in week 6, you're like, all right, that was a good run, but you're not going to hear from that guy again.
Yeah.
And he was as much as part of the team the rest of the season as anyone else.
No, without a doubt. I mean, we talked about, you said the scooter thing. I mean, he was there leading the team every game except for the Arizona State game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, not that we're correlating the two, but I mean,
it's hard not to.
It's hard not to. Exactly.
Not that you started flattening that game or anything, but maybe you have a little extra juice there when you're dead in the middle because the offense has gone 10 straight series of 3 and out.
Yeah. What I learned from this weekend, though, is you didn't need a punter last year at Texas Tech. You had one the whole time in the backfield.
It's really fun to have 10 preseason games feature Red Raiders, by the way. Oh, it's just cool.
Yeah. I know. It's almost so many that you're like, oh, yeah, I forgot to look at,
And a lot of these rookies are going to make their teams.
Not just make and
provide.
Yeah, I was about to say
be
play.
in rotations.
Yeah.
All right, we'll continue on after this with the calendar. 100 points have the score. Scene of the bench.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
High school fan zone starts tonight with the Friendship ISD and Cooper ISD schools. Memorial, Cooper, Friendship, Liberty. In that order, 30 minutes apiece, starting at 6 o'clock. So 6, 6:30, 7, 7:30. So you'll have Friendship Cooper on Mondays, LISD on Wednesdays for the high school fan zone.
Are you ready?
I'm very ready. And it's a really cool first weekend in high school football.
Yeah.
It's Cooper Friendship, Memorial Liberty, Coronado Monterey.
Yeah. Not messing around.
Not messing around.
Do you like it that way? I was talking to Jeff about it in the second segment. I don't know if I guess in the high school ranks the coaches are probably like, yeah, just get it out of the way so then we don't have to deal with the build-up or worrying about that game before district starts. But, man, that just seems like a lot the first game, especially for, like, Memorial. I would think, hey, first ever varsity game, you're going to get a pretty good Liberty team.
Yeah. I mean, they're non-district, so you have to play them in the first three.
Yeah.
Right? But that's a big test for all three of those schools, or all four. I guess all six of them.
Six of them, yeah.
I would say there's three schools in particular that I think will be tested more. That Lubbock Cooper friendship game is going to be pretty even, but can Coronado be better than last year? And then Memorial first varsity game.
Yeah, there's.
So we got official rosters from Coach Richards over the weekend.
Nice.
Said Memorial will set the depth chart this week, so it's exciting.
I look forward to it. I'll be that game on Friday.
I'm sure the rest of those schools are getting their depth charts lined up this week and ready to go. Some scrimmages have already been played.
Yeah, we went and covered a scrimmage. It was funny. Like the coaches are like, yeah, just because they're wearing numbers right now doesn't really.
Yeah. Yeah, both the Memorial scrimmages were all crazy numbers, and I was like, I don't know what's going on here. Let's hit the calendar here, Lucas.
Your daily look at what's happening in the world of sports, birthdays, and holidays. Let's check the calendar.
It's National Waffle Day.
Had waffles yesterday.
If I'm in a hotel in Texas and the hotel waffles are shapes of Texas, I will eat a waffle.
Any other time, nope.
Otherwise, I'm probably just a pancake guy.
Yeah. I just like the pockets.
Yeah. Oh, I love a waffle. I just generally opt for pancakes.
Yeah.
International Strange Music Day. Could be the Music Monday theme. Who knows? National Peach Pie Day. National Knife Day. It looks like kitchen knives. I have 3 different knives at my desk, though. Well, probably 4 or 5 with some box cutters. And Vesuvius Day. Mount Vesuvius. That's the volcano that covered Pompeii. Is that true? Mount Vesuvius?
If you say so.
Birthdays?
We'll start off with the one that I like the most on this list, Cal Ripken Jr., turning 66 years old today. Then we have Tim Salmon turning 58. Reggie Miller turning 61. Kelsey Plum, 32. Arian Foster, 40. Dave Chappelle turning 53. Vince McMahon turning 81 years old today.
Wow, I would not have said that old.
Yeah, that kind of made me do a double take this morning while I was making this list. So Vince McMahon's turning 81, and then David Keckner turning 64. And then last on this list, don't know much about him. He was a writer, guitarist, comedian, poet, worked on Saturday Night Live for a while. He's from Abilene. Mason Williams, turning 88 years old today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
You know who the one before that was?
I didn't hear it.
David Ketchner.
Sounds familiar.
Champ kind.
Oh, yeah.
Whammy.
How do you know his name? Why did you put that in your head?
What do you mean?
Why are you wasting space with that? I mean, I like him.
That's all I have, man, is wasted space in there.
Also, happy belated birthday to Keenan Evans, who celebrated a birthday yesterday. On this day in 1945, gentlemen, Cleveland ace Bob Feller returns after serving in the Navy. Strikes out 12 batters in his first appearance. It's pretty awesome. 1951, Bill Veach. We talked about him last week, the owner of the St. Louis Browns. He had Grandstand Managers Day. Coaches held up placards for fans to vote on strategy options for the team.
And the Browns went on to beat the A's 5-3.
That's like back in the day at some pay-per-views, they would be like, what's the match stipulation? You could vote on the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Or the fan-controlled football that you could vote on plays.
Speaking of which, have we figured out who the Akron offensive coordinator is yet?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I saw that they did
a press
10
conference
finalists or something.
10, yeah.
And Big Cat made the cut.
He did.
Surprise, surprise.
People were mad about that.
I think that would be the best option, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, but there were people that were saying like
it was rigged.
No, it was like this should have only been open to real Akron fans and not a social media contest.
Okay. Well, I want to see what percentage of those season tickets or whatever were purchased by real Akron fans.
And Big Cat, he entered like 18 season tickets.
Yeah.
He bought like 18 season tickets.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming he's just going to give away to people.
I would imagine. Yeah. Maybe you can give them away to that person that's a real Akron fan.
Maybe so.
On this day in 1989, Pete Rose is suspended from Major League Baseball for life due to gambling. If we didn't have all of this random college football stuff to talk about these days, that would be our summers still talking about that. On this day in 2006, after signing a one-day contract with the San Francisco 49ers, Jerry Rice officially retires from the NFL. 2007, Josh Bard collects 5 hits, drives in 3 in a 14-2 San Diego Padres win over the Phillies. 2008, Team USA beats Spain 118-107 to win the gold medal. LeBron James, Chris Paul, Kobe Bryant among those on the team. On this day in 2023, Ashley Williams scores her second career hat trick. Macy Blackburn adds 3 assists, and Texas Tech beats Ball State 4-1. And on this day a year ago, Cal Raleigh hits 2 home runs, including his 49th, breaking Major League Baseball's record for a catcher, an 11-4 win over the Oakland A's. Cal Raleigh has 55 hits so far this season. Movies on this day: Mr. Bean's Holiday, 2007. I'm going to read all of them. There's not that many.
Mr. Bean movies.
I do too. I liked him, and then I heard him. It was a Scooby-Doo movie, one of the Scooby-Doo.
Yes.
And he
The
talks
first
in
one,
it.
yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to hear you talk.
Yeah. You ever seen Johnny English?
I don't think so. He's in that too?
It's like a James Bond spoof, but it's
okay.
Mr. Bean. It's Jason Bond, basically.
Okay. I might watch that.
It's pretty good.
The Nanny's Diary, also released on this day in 2007. Searching, 2018. It has one of the Harold and Kumar guys in it. The After Party, 2018. Bubble Boy, 2001. War with Jason Statham and Jet Li, maybe, 2007. Thunderstruck, 2012. Summer Catch, 2001. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, 2001. The Happy Time Murders, 2018.
Bubble Boy was Jake Gyllenhaal?
Maybe. Gosh, how do you know that?
More after this.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
The other songs we've had were Eye of the Tiger and was it the song from Remember the Titans?
Spirit in the Sky.
Spirit in the Sky, yeah.
I was about to say, I went with the Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah. So
Heard that a lot the last few years.
So there's a plethora of hits and hints there for you on Music Monday. Let's do some burning questions.
2 minutes of non-stop in-your-face inquiries with no end in sight. It's time for Burning Questions.
All right, I've got 2 burning questions, Lucas. If we do these fast, you can have as many as you want. The first burning question is from the text line. They say, when you're eating a Texas waffle, do you save the panhandle for last when eating the waffle? Do you have an attack plan when eating a Texas waffle? Do you think about it geographically?
Geographically, no. I probably do eliminate the Houston, South Texas area first, though.
Yeah.
Probably, that's the way go about it, work my way up. So maybe I do keep the Panhandle till last.
Lucas, are you a Texas waffle guy? You're not from Texas.
If they are served, I will eat them.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think I would personally start with the Panhandle.
Okay.
That's really weird, though. You're working your way from the top down?
I've never thought about it geographically, but here's how I eat the waffles. I cut down I-35. Okay? I cut down I-35.
Yeah.
And then I probably go Houston up. Right?
Yeah.
So you're getting, Corpus Christi, Galveston, and then going up through North Texas. You probably go Nacogdoches and then up inside and east a little bit there.
I'm left-handed, so I'm probably knocking out Houston and then working my way from El Paso over. So maybe I don't.
Yeah, so I'm going I-35. I
Yeah.
knock everything there.
Yeah.
San Antonio, Austin's done.
Yeah.
And then I probably do turn it around and get the Panhandle down to Amarillo. And then I'll flip it back around. But I'm probably working my way to Lubbock and eating Lubbock last because I like the middle of the waffle. It's probably more closer to the big country or San Angelo,
Yeah.
Abilene area.
I was about to say Abilene would probably be. See, but I like
Because then I would go around I'd cut the corner of the El Paso. I'd cut the corner of because I like those still crunchy. I don't want to leave those to the end. I'm eating all the crust first.
Yeah. I don't
And then
think
my last bite would be the soggy middle. That's going to be soggy anyways.
See, I think but the outside's not going to get. I mean, it's still going to be.
I know, but I like to attack it when it's crunchy.
I think I just work my way straight up. Now that I'm thinking about it, I want a Texas waffle just so I can figure out how do I approach this whole thing.
I've never thought of eating a waffle geographically, but I like that exercise. I would go, I'd cut it down I-35, eat up, and then I'm cutting off the El Paso, working my way down the Rio Grande, cutting off El Paso, and then eating the Panhandle, and then working my way to the big country.
I genuinely want to eat one of them now. I just have round waffles.
We can just go walk into a hotel somewhere.
La Quinta and
surely maybe the Sleep Inn has a Texas waffle or something. We can just walk in and ask.
You can roll out of bed and just walk over, go to the local place and say, I just came down from the third floor. Yeah. Are we going to have any more Texas waffles?
It's like, or can we just, pay $10 to eat breakfast?
I'm sure they would take that.
Oh, man. The other one would be, what was your favorite song to hear from the bandstands, pep band, bandstands, one of these covers, or one of these songs like Go Big Blue or Go Big Red or whatever high school color you were. One of those like classic football songs that you only hear at the games. Maybe even it's a drum cadence.
A favorite? Yeah, I don't know that I have a favorite. The Wabash Cannonball. I'm joking.
Boomer Center?
That was for Clint. Yeah, I was about to say I'm not going to say that. For high school, no. I don't know what. I couldn't even tell you what our.
You don't remember your fight song?
Off the top of my head, no.
Could you sing your fight song? Not
I used to be able to.
Not your like alma mater, but the fight song.
Yeah, I think I've got it. Yeah, I'm not going to sing it, but yeah, I've got it.
I know mine, but I wouldn't remember the words probably to the Love of Christian one, but I do remember the cadence. It's on Wisconsin. Yeah.
And on to Victor. Yeah.
Mine was bum 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 bum. Yeah. So I already named mine. Vehicle was great. We also played Apache. Apache was really fun to play. I like to hear Apache out in the wild. The bum 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 bum.
Oh yes.
Bum 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 bum. I always like hearing Seven Nation Army out in the wild with the tubas and the trombones playing the bass line.
I agree with that, yeah.
Obviously, Neck
Yes.
is always a great one.
A well-known one, yes.
Yeah. So when you're going to a game, you don't listen to the band and be like, oh, I love that song.
I do listen to the band because my son's in the band. But
Yeah.
does it get me like no?
Oh man, hearing the band is like not the best part of high school football, but such an integral part. Did you see?
I thoroughly enjoy the band. Don't get me wrong.
Did you see the Auburn band director talking to the Auburn football team this week?
No.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I spent the last 4 years, Rob, trying to get away from the band because I can't hear the guys in the press box sending it down to me. Yeah. So
well, now you can lock in.
There are a couple of road games last year, or the last several years, where both bands are on the same side.
Yeah.
So you can't get away from them, and it's.
I think every high school band in America knows Time Lord. Ba, 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 ba,
Yeah.
ba, 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 ba. We played Moni Moni. Moni Moni. I think a lot of high school bands play that one.
Yeah.
Gonna be a heartache tonight. I was in our rotation.
Okay.
And obviously, Hey Baby. Hey Baby is across a bunch of high schools, especially here in Texas.
Go. Sing it.
You don't know Hey.
Oh, okay.
Hey, baby.
Okay. There's other, yeah.
I want to know. Because you play it through once, and then the whole band sings, and the brass are still playing.
Yeah.
That's got a great tuba moment in it as well. I think if you put a tuba in my hands right now, I could play you Hey Baby. After not playing it for the last 20 years.
I have to steal it from my kid, but not steal it, borrow it.
Does he bring the sousaphone home ever?
Yeah. Takes up a lot of space in the garage.
If you brought a sousaphone up, if you could do that, David,
yeah.
I would play Hey Baby. Maybe not on air, but for social media.
Okay.
If your kid doesn't care. I know he matters. I mean, care.
He does matter, yeah.
It would be him making the decision, I guess. Hey, can I take your sousaphone to Rob? You get
what?
Some disinfectant or something? More after this.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It is the End of the Bench. Razzle Dazzle says, played football against the Amherst Bulldogs for a couple of years back in high school, and they 45'd us both times. That's in six-man when you're leading by 45 at halftime. Every time they would score, they would play Who Let the Dogs Out. Whenever I hear that song to this day, it still makes me throw up in my mouth a little bit. That's the second time we've had somebody throw up in their mouth.
Yeah.
David, you responded. Do you want to say it?
Yeah, my old boss at one of my old television jobs, it was around the time that came out, so it made sense, but he would sing it every single highlight of a team that was the Bulldogs in our high school football show on Friday. He would not just say it. He would make the camera operators do the hoo, hoo, hoo. And I swear, every single highlight. It was like, hey, we're going to go to the whatever Bulldogs game tonight. Hey, we're going to go. We were shooting just the Bulldogs teams for our show. It was so bad.
Craig told me and Rob last week that the first ever rap song that he heard was Who Let the Dogs Out.
I was just like, I
think that sounds right for the timetable for rap.
Yeah, but I don't know if that was
like 2000, yeah, right?
Yeah, 20 years after the first rap song was released. Collier, did you celebrate when Boise State lost in Lubbock yesterday?
Darn right I did.
Boise State was riding an 18-game non-losing streak. Right?
Yeah.
Is that how you say that? I think they were 16.
Yeah, 0-1.
0-1 or something.
Yeah.
Well, which would be 17.
That would be 17-game unbeaten streak.
Yeah, I thought it was 18, but...
Yeah, I guess maybe that's what the number was, but yeah.
It was 17, yeah. Anyways... They They had 18 results in which they didn't lose outright. Oh, maybe they lost in overtime or something. Maybe that's what it was. An 18-game.
You would have to lose in overtime in the playoffs because there's no overtime in
soccer. Not overtime. Shootouts. If you lose in shootouts, it's probably a loss, but not a result.
You would have to lose
something
in
like
the playoffs because regular season games end in overtime. There's no shootouts. You can tie.
Right.
Yeah.
But okay. It's in the conference tournament or in the tournament.
Postseason. Yeah.
Which does not change what I said.
No. Either way, yes, I was excited Boise State lost. The only thing good that Boise State I think has ever done maybe is, do you see the bowl that they are giving out, I guess the popcorn bowl that they're giving out at football games this year? It's like a replica of their stadium in honor of the however many years of the blue turf there.
Boise State is doing this?
Yeah.
And you want one?
No, I don't want one. But I think that's cool. When that's all you're known for is just your turf, you might as well lean into it. Do we have anything else to talk about?
I think a Lubbock school's going to Lovington this weekend to play on the blue turf.
Yeah, well, the other blue turf. But, yeah.
Time for Ask The Benchwarmers. Get your questions in on the 8th Flooring Center chat line. You can find it on the website, doubleTSportsNetwork.com, and on the apps brought to you by Happy State Bank. I was really, really impressed with the soccer crowd. And I know that John Walker gets crazy. And I know the game of soccer is growing. But it was like standing room only. And we've seen that at soccer games, certainly. But it's generally like, hey, this Big 12 game could be the Big 12 championship preview, or hey, you're trying to play for an NCAA tournament berth kind of thing, or it is the NCAA tournament. And this is game 1. 100 degrees at kick, first touch, and there's the fences lined up. You can see photos from the game right now on doubleTSportsNetwork.com.
Soccer team up to 16th in the top drawer soccer poll as well, if you care. There are 2 different soccer polls. I think we all, like a couple of years ago in the other one, Texas Tech was in the top 10.
Yes.
Player was injured right before they played their first game against a really good team. Next week, they were completely out of the poll. But, hey, you're 16th in this one right now, so.
Boise State had beaten CSUN 3-0 and Weber State 4-1 and drew with SMU tied before losing 0-2. Do you know you can't hear you say nil in relation to anything but international soccer? You know, he gets really bent out of shape. Yeah. And you should say it to him immediately when we leave this room.
Who's that?
Brennan Riker.
So he thinks nil is just for international soccer?
Yeah. I was like, hate to break it to you, buddy. That's a soccer term, period.
That's good to know.
But there was a result. There was a result read in a baseball game last week that said 2-0, and everyone was like, ugh. That's not appropriate.
If Olton were to win their game this week,
13-0,
we're going to say that on Monday.
Yes.
Constantly.
Yes.
Might even put it in an update just randomly.
You should.
Yeah.
So I did see this section saying Boise State was 18-1-1. But they had the nation's longest unbeaten streak coming in, which would not be the non-con. That would be the actual list. So I'm going back. The longest unbeaten streak, I guess, in the regular season.
I was about to say it had to be a regular season thing.
So let's go back to the regular season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 wins in a row. A tie would be 8. 9 win, another tie, 10, 11 results, 12 results. Their last loss came in September of last year to UTEP. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Their final last year was a tie. So they were 16-1-1 in their last 16 games or something. So really impressive. Whatever the stat was, I guess now we've heard 7 different stats about Boise State. All of them positive, and you beat them 2-0. Or as they would say in Mexico, 2-0.
What's nil in Spanish?
Cero.
No, that's 0.
What's the difference? It's interchangeable.
Why don't we call NIL Neil? That's what Ron Roberts calls it. Neil.
Nil. This section says nil is always appropriate. It's always appropriate in soccer, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it's weird to say it in other sports. I think it's a soccer term.
Yes, it is.
Or tennis. It's 0-0.
Yeah. So maybe it is a European thing.
Yeah, maybe it is a European thing, but, I mean, they made up soccer,
They
right?
made up soccer, so we're going to follow their rules there.
Sure.
That's the case, then our scoreboard should be the other way around, and we should call it a table as well instead of standings.
I use table in soccer.
You do flip-flop the scoreboard, though? You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying. What are you saying?
Well, if you're watching soccer on television, like Premier League, the team that's on the left is the home team, and the team on the right is the visiting team.
Huh.
Did
You're
you not
talking
know
about
that?
scorebug.
Yeah, the scoreboard, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's flip-flop from...
I guess I never really locked that in, no.
Yeah.
I just know who the home team is.
There's no way if you watch Premier League immediately right now and I gave you 2 no-name teams, you would absolutely not. You would not know that.
Well, they're not no name to me. I know the teams in the Premier League.
You're right. Rattle them all off. Do you know more Premier League teams or WNBA teams?
Ooh, probably WNBA. Did you see Enos Kanter this weekend? Oh, that's the music.
Yep. Let's get to the music.
The bottom line up next. More incredible sports talk on the way.
This has been the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 107thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.